When Magical Mystery Tour came to my attention, I was still very new to the series. I hadn't watched any of the other season openers because Brony reviewers had spoiled the endings to those by reviewing the episodes and by me being curious enough to watch those reviews, spoilers included. And I hadn't watched any of the season finales because, well, face it, a Canterlot wedding sounds lame and girly as heck, and there was no way that could possibly be action-packed or even remotely interesting. But then again, I have been known to be wrong sometimes. There was a lot of stuff in this episode that I went into knowing nothing about. I didn't know anything about vinyl stretch or photo finish or the CMC. I didn't know the ponies' true destinies, their jobs in the world. I didn't know what their history should have been to know what it was being altered to as being wrong. I didn't know what a cutie mark was. I had never heard the Princess Twilight as an Alatorn toy controversy, or the whole worry that Twilight being a princess was going to destroy the series and ruin the fandom and all that drama. So when I saw this episode and I saw Twilight become a princess, I was happy for her and considered it to be the realization of her lifelong dream to finally be acknowledged by Celestia as her best student ever and to be equal to her mentor and to get that promotion she's been working so hard for. There were a lot of jokes and references and plot points in this that I didn't understand because I hadn't been watching the series. But all in all, it was an enjoyable episode, starting right off the bat with a very upbeat, enjoyable song and dance number, going into the problem, and then having song after song after that. And then when the problem was all solved, everyone came together and they were so happy to be themselves again, so happy to have Pinkie Pie be herself again, so happy to have all these characters I had barely heard about be reunited to their true destinies. You know, I didn't have to really know what was going on to know that the characters woke up happy to start the day, had their day ruined, became depressed about a situation they could do nothing about, and then became happy again to have found a cure for their situation, and that they were happy to be themselves again. And then there was the part with being made officially a princess. Something about Behold, Princess Twilight Sparkle wasn't as upbeat and positive a song as A True True Friend, which I really enjoyed, and I like having it in the credits at the end of the episode. It's probably one of the best songs of the series overall. Regardless of my confusion, this is the episode that made me want to really find out what's going to happen next. How is the series going to go on from here? What will the new problems be? How will Twilight adapt to having wings and stuff? I really wanted to keep following the series and to figure out just what was going on. So I decided that I was going to watch season 4, and I was going to watch it from the beginning. I was going to watch every episode of it, and I was going to watch it straight through. I wasn't going to go back to season 1, season 2, season 3, and waste my time watching episodes when I knew that at the end of every episode, all the characters would be alive and Twilight would get wings. Something about watching this finale made me feel like there could be no suspense and drama in the episodes prior, because I knew how the entire story would end after 3 seasons. I knew that Discord would be reformed. I knew that Somber would be defeated by Spite. I knew that Twilight would get wings. I knew that in the end everyone would be okay. I knew that the CMC would still not have cutie marks even after 3 seasons. I knew that whatever happened in these earlier seasons, this episode is what would be the ultimate outcome of all that setup. So why bother going back to the previous seasons and watching a bunch of episodes I could care less about? Well, it turns out that season 4 makes a lot of callbacks and raises a lot of questions, and it makes one curious enough to go back and get those answers. During season 4, when I saw Spike in Castlemania being mistreated, I began to wonder, has there ever been a good male pony character on the series? And that's when I was told through comments on YouTube that I should go back and watch the entire series. That if I watched the episodes in order, I wouldn't have all of these questions. And it was a good thing I did, because by the time we get up to Philly Vanilli and they bring back Flutterdy, it's very important to have seen Bridal Gossip before seeing Philly Vanilli, or else you can't get happy and excited for seeing the return of something that you missed out on. So overall, it was a really great episode. A lot of fun, a lot of great songs came out of it, a lot of great moments came out of it. And it's always emotional, even for someone who's not a brony, to watch the eyes flash as the characters get that realization of their true destiny and what they were meant to be, and reclaim the job that they were meant to do, and then go on to help their next friend out. And at the very climax of True True Friend, when everyone shouts, "Pinky!" and the whole town just explodes with happiness, and they're flipping in the air and playing the drums and dancing. It's just filled with so much happiness that even someone who's never seen this series before can get happy for these characters. And that's the true magic of friendship, or storytelling, or music, or something. Anyhow, here's my little extra to today's episode, and these are the spoilers that you bronies laid down on me when I was poking around the forums asking questions. 1. King Somber and all of the crystal ponies get blown up in a massive explosion at the end of the episode. But it's okay, because the crystal ponies were never alive to begin with. Number 2. Fancy Pants is best male pony. He is so awesome that you will love him forever Just watch some episodes. She is such an epic character. 3. Dr. Whoves is the 10th Doctor. He will be voiced by the 10th Doctor, and he will have his own episode. Number 4. Luna will have her own song, and she will sing at some point during Season 4. Number 5. Nightmare Moon returns, and Stoodaloo will get her cutie mark. Number 6. Lauren Faust will return as a writer. Pinkie Pie will get a cult friend, and the Brony community member Timmy Sparkle will appear in an episode as a background pony. Number 7. Flash Century, the pony everybody hates, will not appear in Season 4 at all. Number 8. Rainbow Dash officially became a Wonderbolt in Wonderbolt Academy. She has already realized her dream of being a Wonderbolt and no longer has to try to be a Wonderbolt because she already is one. Number 9. Nightmare Moon is the most powerful villain the ponies have ever faced because her eternal darkness lasted so long that it almost caused everybody in Equestria to become extremely near death from having their crops fail due to there not being enough sunlight and warmth, and they were ready to starve to death before she was defeated. And number 5, Twilight Sparkle is going to use rainbow powers to fix up the castle of the two sisters, and she is going to live there, and also she's going to time travel and meet Starswirl the Bearded. Sword is going to be in 5 episodes. There's going to be an epic rap battle, and Shining Armor is going to get his own song, and he's going to sing. Do you understand now the crazy things you bronies tell us non-bronies that we actually fall for and get excited about, and then we get disappointed when it doesn't happen, and then we lose the ability to trust you bronies when you're supposedly giving us spoilers? Yeah, that is some of the insanity you people put into my head. And I believe it. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and good night.